So I'm going to demonstrate for you how to do a lunge. So a lunge is a super functional movement that we do every day in our life without probably even thinking about it. When you're walking, you're actually shifting your weight, right, from one foot to the other. And that's essentially what a lunge is. You're balancing your leg in one way while your back leg is doing something else. So this is a great technique for learning how to be better balanced, as well as gaining strength in your quads and your hips and glutes and hamstrings in the back. So I'm going to show you how to do a front lunge, and then we'll go into a reverse lunge as well. So coming from the side angle, I want to, as usual, start with my base of support, rolling my shoulders back and down, keeping my chest open, soft bend in my knees, core and glutes engaged. Now, because this is also a balance movement, I want to find something ahead of me to look at, some sort of focal point to stare, so that I keep my torso nice and upright. Oftentimes, you'll see people, once I get into the movement, kind of leaning their torso forward, when really in reality, you should just be coming right back down. You want to keep your knees in 90-degree angles. If you're coming to your depth, you don't want your knee to actually kiss the floor. So this is really a really controlled movement. So as I step forward, I'm sending one leg in front while the other leg is going to dip down into that lunge. So as you see here, I'm keeping a focal point ahead of me so that my head stays in line with my neck and spine. I'm holding 90-degree angles here. My knee is aligned with my ankle and back here as well. To keep the balance, I'm really engaging through my glute and hamstring in the back, and my quad is absorbing all of the front pressure. To come back, I'm going to push off the heel of my foot and then switch sides. And that's how you do a basic front lunge. The reverse lunge is really the same thing, the only difference being, obviously you're heading backwards, but it's also a little bit of a blind landing because you're not seeing where your foot is stepping. So that one is even more important, to make sure that you have your foot nice and balanced before you sink down. So taking a step back, then sinking down, still the same formation. And then from coming up from that reverse lunge, you just want to push off on that ball of your foot to come up and switch sides. So this is a single leg movement. It's part of the functional movement training. It's going to help you work on balancing yourself while gaining a lot of strength in your lower and upper bodies to hold yourself and stabilize. And that's how you do a forward and reverse lunge.